Welcome to the infamous live show. No drama, just fun. If you're looking for the tea, no need to run. Subscribe and share if you care. Welcome to the infamous world. We're all welcome to share. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're all welcome to share. We're all welcome to share. Welcome to the infamous. Let's go. No, all welcome to share. If you're looking for the tea, no need to run. Subscribe and share if you care. Welcome to the infamous world. We're all welcome to share. We're all welcome to share. We're all welcome to share. Welcome to the infamous world. Welcome to the infamous world. Welcome to the infamous live show. No drama, just fun. No drama, just fun. No the tea, no need to run. Subscribe and share if you care. Welcome to the infamous world. We're all welcome to share. 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 We're all welcome to share.
Friday night, and we're gonna do a review of what do you call it? We're gonna do a volume ain't up. My volume is not up. Y'all can't hear me. You can't hear me. You can't hear me. You can hear me now. Tell me, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay, thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, all right. I was running my mouth and I didn't even know my sound was not on. But guys, we are going to have, this is Friday. We're going to have some fun tonight, okay? We're going to have some fun. And we're going to do a reaction to a video someone made of me, a video, and it had to do with I don't remember what that video is called, but anyway, we're gonna do. It's called "Trial Vlogger Arrested." This is when I got arrested in 2024. This is in February 2024. So we're gonna do a review of this video, okay? And we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna dissect this video tonight. We're gonna dissect it. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna review some things, and we're gonna just have a good time tonight. I see my little sister in the chat. Hey, Randa, baby. Hey, Randa, baby. Hey, everybody. Hey, CMT. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Rob. Hey, Jackie. Hey, CJ. Hey, Coco. Hey, B. Hey, the pretty chick. Hey. Let me see who else. Hey, Patricia. Hey, Reba. Let's see. Serena. All the uhs at the end. Patricia. I got Patricia. Hey, lady. Hey, Rob. Rob is the only fella up in here, huh? What's up? Where the fellas at? Where my people at? Where my people? Hey, Miss DMV. Hello, everybody. Where Clifton? Clifton, if you're in the bushes, come out. And I need to talk to nephew. So I want my nephew out. Hey, Rosie in the house. Hey, guys. Tonight is gonna be a great night. It's gonna be a fun night. It's gonna be a fun night. Right. Miranda, don't put your mouth on it. Woo! I got to get some oil on my hand, some anointing oil. We're gonna anoint this place. No, woo! It's gonna be some fun tonight. When you're going to be a woman, tonight's the night. What's that name of that song? I know you though. You do not know me, Randa. No, you don't. All right. You guys ready? We're going to start. Did you do what you said to do? What was I supposed to be doing? Oh, yeah, I did what you want me to send it to you now? I did it already. Oh, this girl want the coochie song. Okay, she is astrology want her coochie song. Hold on, let me do the coochie song for astrology. Astrology, man. You. Okay, all right. Go ahead, go astrology. Here it is.
Don't wait too long, you might get cobwebs. We only want you if your back is strong. If your coochie is dry and dusty, you might need a good cleansing now. A freak in the sheets that have no cobwebs. No coochie cobwebs. Spread those cheeks and get to clapping. There is no time for napping. Let Big Daddy give you a wild ride. You can hear them slapping. That is what's happening. If your coochie is dry and you wonder why, you need to give old Charlie a try. No cobwebs, only slip and slides. Let's go for a ride. No coochie cobwebs, let's get in bed. No coochie cobwebs, let's get in bed. No coochie cobwebs, let's get in bed. Way too long, you might get cobwebs. We only want you if your back is strong. If your coochie is dry and dusty, you might need a good cleansing now. You said a freak in the sheets that have no cobwebs. No coochie cobwebs. Spread those cheeks and get to clapping. There is no time for napping. Let Big Daddy give you a wild ride. You can hear him slapping. That is what's happening. If your coochie is dry and you wonder why, you need to give old Charlie a try. No cobwebs, only slip and slides. Let's go for a ride. No coochie cobwebs. Let's get in bed. No coochie cobwebs. Let's get in bed. Let's get in bed. Don't wait too long, you might get cobwebs. We only want you if your back is strong. If your coochie is dry and dusty, you might need a good cleansing out. They say to freak in the sheets that have no cobwebs. No coochie cobwebs. Spread those cheeks and get to clapping. There is no time for napping. Let Big Daddy give you a wild ride. You can hear him slapping. That is what's happening if your coochie is dry and you wonder why. You need to give old Charlie a try. No cobwebs, only slipping slides. Let's go for a ride. No coochie cobwebs. Let's get in bed. No coochie cobwebs. Let's get in bed. No coochie cobwebs. Let's get in bed. Don't wait too long, you might get cobwebs. We only want you if your back is strong. If your coochie is dry and dusty, you might need a good cleansing out. They say to freak in the sheets that have no cobwebs. No coochie cobwebs. Spread those cheeks and get to clapping. There is no time for napping. Let Big Daddy give you a wild ride. You can hear him slapping. That is what's happening if your coochie is dry and you wonder why. You need to give old Charlie a try. No cobwebs, only slipping slides. Let's go for a ride. No coochie cobwebs. Let's get in bed. No coochie cobwebs. Let's get in bed. Let's get in bed. Don't wait too long, you might get cobwebs. We only want you if your back is strong. If your coochie is dry and dusty, you might need a good cleansing out. They say to freak in the sheets that have no cobwebs. No coochie cobwebs. Spread those cheeks and get to clapping. There is no time for napping. Let Big Daddy give you a wild ride. You can hear him slapping. That is what's happening if your coochie is dry and you wonder why. You need to give old Charlie a try. No cobwebs, only slipping slides. Let's go for a ride. No coochie cobwebs. Let's get in bed. No coochie cobwebs. Let's get in bed. No coochie cobwebs. Let's get in bed.
Miss Astrology, are you okay now? Is it okay now? Can I move on so I don't have to do no more? You have enough of that song. I just need to know if Miss Astrology is okay now. Is she okay? It looks like Kobe likes that song too, because Kobe came in here singing that song. Y'all hear him? He's making that little funny noise. You hear him? You like that song too, Kobe? You like that Coochie Cobweb song? Huh? You like the Coochie Cobweb song? You like Coochie? You do? You don't want her to have Coochie Cobweb? No? You want her to get clean from that cobweb, huh? Kobe. Okay, we got a Coochie Cobweb person in here. The Coochie Cobweb woman got she up in here, y'all. Coochie Cobweb is up in here. Okay. We need to play this one for her. Sandra, here's your coochie song for you, because you got some cobwebs. You need to get loose, girl.
Don't wait too long, you might get cobwebs.
That's for
We
Sandra.
only want you if your back is strong. If your coochie is dry and dusty, you might need a good cleansing now.
Sandra, you got
A
some
freak in the
dusty,
sheets
crusty
that have no
cobwebs.
cobwebs. No coochie cobwebs. Spread those cheeks and get to clapping. There is no time for napping. Let Big Daddy give you a wild ride. You can hear No coochie cobwebs, let's get in bed. No coochie cobwebs, let's get in bed.
Sandra, did you know that having your coochie cobwebs taken out is something as a gift from God? Did you know that? Did you know that? I guess I better teach you. You got some coochie problem, ma'am. You got some cobwebs in there because you up in here all uptight. Why are you so uptight up in here, Sandra? You uptight, girlfriend. You need to go find something because you up in here tonight. You need to find a man somewhere to get that cobweb cleaned out. You need a plumber. Because that cobweb, you need something to air blow that cobweb out some kind of way. Sandra, why does it matter? Either way, we can tell you tuned in. Thanks for your support. Amen. Thank you, CJ. Thanks for your support. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get started. Sandra can come here to distract us. We can already do our what do you call it? Review. All right. Here we Okay. This is when I got arrested, and this person brought up a couple of individuals on their live, and we're going to listen to what she says, okay? All right, there we go.
And so she said that, she was at her mother's house is what she said, because the daughter, when the police came to the door, they came to the door to serve a restraining order, but there were 4 deputies. So in addition to them coming to serve a restraining order, they were coming to execute a warrant.
Hold on a second.
That had been filed on February 9th, just 2 days.
Question for you. How does she know how many police officers were there? Did Dallas mention how many police officers? No, I don't think Dallas mentioned how many police officers was here. So how does she know? How did they know? Did they have a something at my house to tell them, and were they looking at my house to find out who was here and things like that? Sounds like they've been stalking me. Sounds like that. All right, let's go ahead and continue.
Prior on that Friday, they were coming to serve a warrant and to take her into custody. But the daughter said she was not home. And is it, oh my God. Oh,
wait a minute. The daughter said she was not home. Who did the daughter tell who she was not home? Dallas never talked to the police officers. So what is she talking about?
My goodness. Queen, God is going to bless you mightily. He's going to bless you mightily. Thank you so very, very much. Let me just put this.
Okay, I want to say something. This here is February 14th, right? And on December 30th, she was following me at we were doing that field trip on December 30th. 44 days later, she is on a live talking about me. I was Auntie Sylvia 44 days prior. I was Auntie Sylvia. Auntie Sylvia. Not Sylvia, but Auntie Sylvia. 44 days. From December 30th to February 14th. 44 days. Interesting. Did y'all know that? We played the video yesterday. 44 days. December 30th to February 14th is 44 days. Okay? All right, here we go.
Up on the screen. Oh my goodness. Keo, oh hello nurse, has gifted 5 more memberships. Bless you so much. Congratulations to Diva Ray, to Serenity, to Lady Undertaker, to Blue Bear, and I'm trying to see who else was gifted.
Let's go good.
Mama's not home. Okay, they leave. All right. I don't know if they were following her, but I've said it before. They're all on our YouTube channels. They are all on our channels. Okay. And so they knew where they will be able to find her because she had it on her own channel. All right. I'm going to pull up her channel in just a second. She had it on her own channel. They know that she's been covering the YSL case. So she moseys on down to the courtroom, business as usual, with outstanding warrants. Business as usual. She has to show her ID when she gets there, okay, which she does. And
That's a
I'm
lie.
pretty
You don't have
sure
to
there
show
was
your
a
ID.
bolo out.
You do not have to show your ID when you go into the court. Stop it. Stop it. I didn't have to show no ID. On media, I didn't have to show ID. I had no media pass on me.
Okay, I'm pretty sure there was a be on the lookout for her arrest, but she presents her ID. She sits down in the courtroom and she turns on her camera to prepare to go live as she's always done. Now, I said in the beginning, for those of you who missed it, that I was on a call with a wisdom ambassador. And I said, you know, this is not good. I just wish she would stop. I wish she would stop. Okay, because she's gonna find herself right in a jail cell right next to Nesto. All right, that's what I said. And this person said, wouldn't that be funny? And not funny, ha, funny like ironic. Wouldn't that be funny if she got arrested during her own live? All right. And I was like, wow, I'm gonna be honest with you. My immediate response was to chuckle, right? Was to chuckle. That was my immediate response. This is what was on her channel prior to, with her going into the courtroom.
Weird.
She
Isn't
put
it
in Fred
weird?
Hammond's song, "We're Blessed." Okay. I don't know if ma'am has the same disease that Nesto has, where he thinks he can just do whatever and God is just going to forgive him and keep blessing him. All right. But there are consequences to this thing. Infamous family, ain't no stopping us now. We on the move. Many doors have opened. All right. 12 days countdown for my new adventure. God is good. I don't know what adventure ma'am was referring to. But what I do know is that ma'am is often doing Bible study with the Proverbs. Okay, with the Proverbs. I listen. We ain't done Proverbs in a while, so I don't even know where they are. I'm just on it. I don't even know where the Proverbs are. But we were doing Bible study on Proverbs over here. Lord, look like they done took down the Proverbs. Anyway, so I don't know. I don't know. But if she had read Proverbs and had really studied Proverbs, I don't know who was over there in her Bible study, but you know, y'all can read the scripture for yourself. Okay. Couple of things that it says. All right. One is that God hates pride. All right. He hates pride. All right. When it comes to when pride comes, then disgrace. But with humility comes wisdom, you know, and that's what we were waiting for. Just come forward and come clean and say, you know what, I messed up. You know, the Lord detests all the proud of heart, but be sure of this, they will not go unpunished. Pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall. And God is not out to hurt your pride. He's out to kill your pride. And somebody said to me, you know, this is a good thing. Yeah, I'm happy that she's in jail. And my initial reaction was to get upset. Like, how dare you? But they're like, whoa, hear me out. This might be exactly where she needs to be. Okay? Exactly where she needs to be. Because this might be the only thing that's going to get her to wake up and snap out of whatever this thing is that she is in. Whatever this thing is that has got her caught up. All right. Anyway, let's get back to the story. So let me switch over to, I'm going to start with Dana J. All right. We're going to just listen to just a few minutes of his video because he went to the courthouse. He must have known that they were going to execute this warrant at the courthouse because he was there. He was there. Dana J. This is Dana J, y'all. This is Dana J. This is Dana J. Let me show you. Let me show you what he looks like. For those of you who don't know what he looks like. Okay. This is him whistling outside the courthouse. Okay. Fulton County Court. All right. This is him on his live. He's like, yeah. Okay. And this is him giving somebody the side eye. Anyway, so that's what he looks like. And I'm going to jump over to his channel. Apparently he was at the courthouse and he said he was there to make sure that things went over smoothly. All right. So apparently Not apparent. It's not apparent anymore. And it's not alleged. Okay, because she was caught. All right, she was caught. And sorry, I'm behind in the comments. She put an air tag on. Let me put his picture back up there. Okay. She put an air tag on his vehicle. All right. I don't know what that was all about. Oh, he's here. Hi, love. I'm sorry, I'm behind in the comments. How are you? How are you, darling? Thank you so much just for I know you've been through a lot. I know you've been through a lot. And thank you so much for just just giving us the information firsthand. Right? Just giving us the information firsthand. I am doing good, love. Happy Valentine's Day. You know what? Why don't I do this? I can play your video, but you're here. I'll just bring you up. I will just bring you up. Let me drop the invite for you to come on up. If you want to, there's no pressure. If you want to, I'll drop the link if you want to come up. All right. And you tell us. You tell us. And again, thank you so much for being here. Hold on a second. Here we go. Right. Because you know what? Who better to tell the story than the person who the story's about, All right. So Vicky Vale said, I missed the reason how he knew she was the one who placed the air tag. How did he find out it was her? In the quick version, please. She said it on her own live. She said it. She was in her own live and she said it. Okay. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. It's all right. It's totally up to you. I'll play the video. I'll play the video, but can you just confirm that is, he can't say too much, but what I do know is that she was on her own live, saying it. That's what, that's what the word is on the street. And, this was told to me a while ago, actually. This was actually told to me after our field trip. Okay. People were warning me, be careful. There's a lot of stuff about this person you don't know. Okay. I know she's warm and fuzzy, or it comes off that way, but be careful. All right. So, and here's the thing. Pam Esquire talked about it earlier. You cannot just accuse someone of this and you don't have receipts. Okay. Yes, Dennis Byron also mentioned it as well. And I believe there was a conversation and like, hey, do you know that such and such is bragging about putting an air tag on your vehicle? And no, I didn't know that, but I actually found an air tag on my vehicle. What? Yeah, this is such a mess. Y'all know when I sigh, it's not good. It's not good. All right. And a lot of videos over there have been taken down. But anyway, let's play his video. Let's just do that. Let's jump right to his video. I have it queued up. Already. And let me take this down. All right. Hold on just a minute, guys. And I'm going to share his video because he okay. Because I do realize it's an ongoing thing, and I don't want to compromise you, love. So I get it that you can't say too much. Just thank you for being here is enough. The Real VB has gifted 5 memberships. Queen, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And may your gift return back to you tenfold, and it will. We have 5.
And that person came.
Hold on. Sorry, y'all.
And it was beautiful. So we didn't stalk anybody because we didn't know anybody was there. I just want to clear the air, okay? Because there are many of you that are out there calling me a stalker. I have actually been stalked for real. I mean, to the point where I was afraid to leave my dorm. Okay. I was stalked when I was in college. Everywhere I went, looking in the bushes, looking around, afraid that this person was going to roll up on me. Okay. I still have anxiety and panic attacks over that. So please stop calling me a stalker. Not a stalker. In hindsight, knowing what I know now, I would have never gone. I didn't know.
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
When that person came and got you, was you looking at the live before they came and got you?
No, because I was live at the same time. So,
listen to me. No, listen.
And I've never seen their live. I've never seen it.
On your spare time.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
If it's still up, Go back and look.
Did she just lie and say she's never seen my vibe before? On the other thing, she said she was following me. Y'all heard her another one, right? Y'all heard the other one, right? She hold on, let me go get that one. Hold on. I gotta get it from my phone. Hold on. Let me play this right now, so we'll play the other one in a minute.
At the beginning of the live, and you're gonna understand. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even know who Ernesto was, or I think it's Ernesto, Arnito. Am I saying it right? I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't know who Ernesto or Shirley Strawberry or Shirley. What was her name? Shirley Strawberry, Miss
Shirley
Strawberry, something like
Strawberry.
that.
I
Yep.
love
I didn't know who they was until
We got company.
I heard.
Guys, we got company. Say hi to our company, y'all. We say hi to our company. Hi, company. But you wouldn't come on Nyla's page like that. I think you're scared of Nyla.
Without saying it, but I heard that that person went to a judge to snitch on the Ernesto guy for an iPad. So
That's why his iPad got taken away. Wow.
And then when they said, "Well, she praying for what?" Oh no, this some next level fuckery right here.
This is
Oh,
so
excuse my language.
messy. No,
I'm
it's
sorry,
it's fine. Maybe it's fine. Listen. I let one off every now and again too. I'm human. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay.
So yeah, it's next level, and I'm gonna be honest with you. But the stuff she did to me, the stuff that was done to R. Kelly, that's what I'm saying. The stuff that was done to R. Kelly, the stuff that was done to other people, you wouldn't believe it would come from somebody like that. And you wouldn't believe it at all. But the more I kept trying to tell people like this was going on, the more people like, oh, you just hating, because if you look at her, you wouldn't think that that lady would do something like that.
No, not at all. Not at all. Oh my
But I'm
God.
gonna tell you, but the setup game is real. And the thing about it is, when people only want to be recognized because they don't want to work a regular job, those are some dangerous folks. And the only thing that certain people want is recognition. But they want people to recognize them for stuff that they do, that they will go as far as tampering with federal informants.
Wow.
And that's why I said I don't think you really knew what's going on. But I did a live tonight, and I shed some light on the live tonight. And I mean, and you correct. I came out the courthouse whistling. I mean, folks were like, "Dana, happy Valentine's Day." I was like, "Yeah, happy Valentine's Day." But the way it went down, it was weird. It was next level, because I realized that I had to do next level stuff with a next level person. So I was in there actually filing paperwork in another case that me and her have,
Wow.
because we have approximately 6 cases that she opened up.
Oh my
So
goodness.
so I'm defending myself in all these jurisdictions. 4 cases have been counseled and shut down already. But but it's been proven that she will lie in court under oath. And a person that would do that is dangerous. And I keep saying it.
Listen, I
But
was like Dora the Explorer. Okay, you know what? I live in the area. I'm not going to any jails, but I live in the area. I'll meet
all of
you.
us live in the same area.
Yeah, I'll meet you. So, let's I'm here. There's a lot of people that don't live in Georgia, can't get here. I'll show them some place.
So this proved that individual lied about how long they've known each other. Okay. Okay.
This is right.
Right.
I had no idea it was all of this. You know, I really didn't. And when I tell you that I went into that field trip with pure intentions, now listen, y'all, I'm nosy. Y'all know I'm nosy. Thank you. A pimp named Nasty Nesta said, "Happy Valentine's, everyone." Thank you so much for your
Yeah.
super chat.
Yeah.
When I tell you, I went into this with yeah, these names is funny. The Bushes said, all right. When I tell you I went into this with pure intentions, I'm nosy. Okay. I'm just naturally nosy. And sometimes you can be too nosy. All right. I am the one who got out of the car in front of Shirley Strawberry's old house that they got evicted from. I wanted to see the inside because I wanted to make sure that this was the right that it really was.
So
the
that
house.
was you.
So she went to the house. but supposedly I'm the one who was stalking, huh? Okay.
Talking to the lady outside.
What? No, not talking to no lady. No, this is when we.
It was some kind of maid that came to the door or something.
No, nobody
Oh, she
came to
lied.
the. No, nobody came to the door. It didn't look like anybody was home. There was like a maintenance vehicle van parked in the driveway. I didn't see any cars. Now, granted, it could have been in the driveway, but this is the South. Nobody keeps their cars in the driveway.
Of course we don't.
Right. So I said, I want to see inside because I wanted to make sure it really was the right house. And I remember from Nesto's Instagram what the inside of the house looked like, and Shirley's Instagram. So they have a long driveway, and I wanted to do it fast. I didn't want to go all the way around. I was in boots with heels, and you're not supposed to walk on people's grass. So I tiptoed on the grass, and I felt terrible all the while doing it because I can hear my mom, but don't walk on my grass, right? So I tiptoed real quick on the grass. I peeped into the front door. The front door is glass. And I realized that there were shoes on the steps. I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "You know what?" I said, "There are people here." I said, "Time to go. People here." Once I saw the shoe, they may not even have been home, but someone was living in the house, right?
Right.
We wouldn't know who bought the house, who's living in the house. I said, "All right, someone's living here." And then we left, and then we went to our next destination, and which was supposedly the last known residence of Erica King. Now, again, we have no idea if this really is where the lady lives. And somebody flipped open the blinds. I said, "Well, somebody's home. Maybe she might be willing to talk to us. I'll go knock on the door." Now, that was my idea. Sylvia was like, "You sure?" I said, "I'll go knock on the door. I'm from New York. We knock on doors, right? I'm not from here. I'm from New York. It's a different culture. You know what I'm saying? Like Girl Scouts knock on your doors. Jehovah's Witness.
We both from up north, and we both from up north. I'm from Baltimore.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, so I said, I'm gonna knock on the door. I did. I heard doggies barking. And then I said, "Okay, well, somebody's home, but I don't think she's gonna come to the door. If she did come to the door, obviously she can't be on camera. She's not supposed to be dealing with any social media. So at that point, it would have been audio only if she was willing to talk to us. She might have cursed us out. Who knows? But we knocked on the door, nobody answered, and we left. And that's what it was. I was on my own live. I've never watched Sylvia's live, so I don't know what was going on.
Hold on. She said she has never watched my live. Let me go pull this thing here for her. Can she sit there and lie like that? Lie like a rug. Lie like a rug. She said she never watched my live. Hold on. Y'all sending me, thank you guys. Y'all sending me some good stuff. Y'all sending me some good stuff. Good stuff. Hold on. Oh, she put it on private, but I got it. I got it already. Hold on, y'all. Let me go get it for y'all. That's why you have to save stuff down. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Change is coming. Hold on. It's going to be all right. Hold on. What was that live call? What was that live call? What was my live call? I need to know the name. Do you know? Was it I Never Kissed a Woman? Maybe that's the live it was. Hold on. I think that's the live. Was that I Never Kissed a Woman live? Or was it What Happened When We Were Sleeping? Is it that one? Which one was it? Which one was it? Which one was it? Okay, hold on, y'all. All right, I'm gonna go add this on to our thing. Hold on a second, since they thought they were gonna we got this. Okay, let me remove this one here. Let me put the other one up there. Hold on. Let me put that. All right, here we go. 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 All right, here we go. This place eating pizza with Dallas, y'all. Auntie Sylvia. I was Auntie Sylvia, y'all. Auntie did it. So, Manor House Nusto featured on his Instagram and the alleged residents. I remember this. Y'all remember this? Y'all remember that? Hold on, y'all. I gotta fast forward it a little bit.
Phone calls from prison. And that's primarily who I watch. I love Sherelle as well. Sherelle is hilarious. I watch her show, and I love Mims, and I love Kempire. So there are others that I do watch, but these ladies have really inspired me.
Listen.
Okay, yeah. So here I'm gonna be parked right there, double park in front of the place. Who's gonna set who? I'm gonna run in Boston, who reneged, and all this other kind of stuff. I grew up playing spades. Yes, Operation, another one of my favorite games.
So she lied, y'all. She said she never watched. She told him she never watched me. But on this note,
let me go ahead and play this girl. Or 14, poor Nesto. He should have done right by his wife, and he should have listened to his. I don't know how long he was open, or honestly, what he was really doing. Pam Esquire and phone calls from prison, and that's primarily who I watch. I love Sherelle as well. Sherelle is hilarious. I watch her show, and I love Mims, and I love Kempire. So there are others that I do watch, but these ladies have really inspired me.
Listen.
Okay, yeah. So here I'm gonna be parked right there, double park in front of the. Who's gonna set who? I'm gonna run in Boston, who reneged, and all this other kind of stuff. I grew up playing spades. Yes, Operation, another one of my favorite games. I always lose. I can't never get the little thingy out. I always lose. All right, y'all. So here's the GPS. So I'm almost there. I am almost there. Yes, I play spades, Tonk, and dominoes. Yes, I play dominoes. I play spades. Now, Tonk, you're going to have to teach me how to play Tonk. All right, y'all. So we are here. Here is the, oh my gosh, I'm getting chills, y'all. Why am I getting chills? Whew, I got goose pimples. Where am I going to go? Yeah, I'm going to go this way. So here's the Walmart. See the infamous Walmart sign? All right. Oh my goodness. Let me find Auntie Sylvia's truck.
Oh, did y'all hear Auntie Sylvia, right? Y'all heard she said, I'm going to find Auntie Sylvia's truck. Y'all hear her, right? Y'all hear her? Listen. Auntie Sylvia's truck. I was Auntie Sylvia back then, y'all. I was Auntie Sylvia. Oh my God. Yes, Auntie Sylvia. I was Auntie Sylvia, y'all. Auntie Sylvia. Listening to this mess. Auntie Sylvia. Oh, let's rewind it a little. Y'all got me laughing so much, now I'm into a coughing fit. But here it is. Here is where he was doing the dirt. Here it is. Now I'm gonna attempt to stay on live with you guys if I can, because I'm bougie on a budget. I don't have a second phone like Devin. Devin, I need to borrow your second phone so I can call Miss Sylvia and let her know that I'm here. But here's the parking lot. Here it is. This is where he was doing what he had no business doing. And is that her car? No. All right, y'all. So listen. You see that, right?
Miss Vicky, I'm gonna put you to work one more time, love. Tell Miss Sylvia that I am here. I'm at the Walmart, and I'm going to tell you exactly where I am so she can find me. Because I am also live. Tell her that I am double parked in front of the outdoor section where all the plants are. She knows my car. Now look at these people. Look at these people. You just driving in the middle.
Why do I know her car? Because she followed
Okay,
me
yeah.
when
So
I was
here I'm gonna
at
be parked
those
right there, double
coffee
parked in
shop.
front of the plants, and that's where she'll find me. Let me see. Yeah, I'm just gonna double park unless somebody tells me to move because I don't want to take up a handicap spot. So I'm just gonna. Can I make it? Okay. All right. So I'm.
Y'all see this, right? Somebody, please, please. Okay, you see how people just switch up on you? I'm Auntie Sylvia, Miss Sylvia, all of this stuff, right? She looking for me and she telling somebody to tell me where she's at and blah, 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 blah. But she didn't follow me, right, y'all? Remember, she didn't follow me, okay? Okay.
Over here by the outdoor section, y'all. So just let Auntie Sylvia know that's where I'm at. She probably went into Walmart to go shopping. Okay. Pity Pat, yes. Wow, you taking me back. I played Pity Pat.
First of all, I was at the pizza place eating pizza with Dallas. Y'all remember? Y'all remember? I forgot the date so I can go correspond with her date in my video and find mine.
Oh, Devin, thank you so much, son. She's coming. Okay, awesome. All jokes aside, infamous Sylvia, Real Talk Bougie, and Grown Woman Vibes are educating a lot of trusting women. Absolutely. I call those ladies my social media mentors. It was actually Real Talk Bougie.
Wait a minute. Social media mentors. That's what she said she was going to call me and the other ladies. Social media mentors. That's what she said. So, Nyla was right then, right, y'all? Nyla was right. Nyla called this. Nyla called this. Wasn't Nyla right? Okay. And you notice she's not sounding like Nyla either. She don't sound like Nyla.
Who encouraged me to start my YouTube channel, not because she literally said, hey, start it, but just following her. And then she actually, I'm going to turn the camera around because there are actually people and children and stuff in this parking lot, and I don't want to be recording people without their knowledge. But anyway, but just watching her videos. She has a video that she had posted on one of her channels, either Love Wise and Lace Runs or Real Talk Bougie, where she talked about how to start your channel and what to do. And then she began talking to me behind the scenes, which I appreciated. You know, she has a very successful channel. Oh yeah, listen, it's not just those three. I just mentioned those three because of the comment, but most definitely, I love me some Chronicle Speaks. I think everybody does. How can you not love Chronicle Speaks? Okay, sis don't even have to come on. She don't even have to show her face. First of all, she has the best intro, hands down. Hands down. I don't have no time for gossip today. Yes. But she gets straight to it and hits it and quits it. And again, she comes with the receipt. So it's Chronicle Speaks, it's Pam Esquire, it's all the ladies that were on Tasha K's live. I call them the queens, right? The queendom. So we've got Real Talk Bougie, Infamous Sylvia, Grown Woman Vibes, Chronicle Speaks, Pam Esquire, and Phone Calls from Prison. And that's primarily who I watch. I love Sherelle as well. Sherelle is hilarious. I watch her show, and I love Mims and I love Kempire. So there are others that I do watch, but these ladies have really inspired me, and they each kind of.
You heard her. She lied to the dude and said she don't watch me, and then she turned around and on 44 days prior she watched me. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let's rewind what she said to the dude. Hold on. Let's play what she said to the dude.
But you know, I handled it the way.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna rewind it a little bit. She told
Game is real. And the thing about it is, when people only want to be recognized because they don't want to work a regular job, those are some dangerous folks. And the only thing that certain people want is recognition. But they want people to recognize them for stuff that they do, that they will go as far as tampering with federal informants.
Wow.
And that's why I said, I don't think you really knew what's going on. But I did a live tonight, and I shed some light on the live tonight. And I mean, and you correct. I came out the courthouse whistling. I mean, folks are like, dang, happy Valentine's Day. I was like, yeah, happy Valentine's Day. But the way it went down, it was weird. It was next level, because I realized that I had to do next level stuff with a next level person. So I was in there actually filing paperwork in another case that me and her have.
Wow.
because we have approximately 6 cases that she opened up.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
so I'm defending myself in all these jurisdictions. 4 cases have been counseled and shut down already, but
Mhm.
but it's been proven that she will lie in court under oath, and a person that would do that is dangerous.
Mhm.
And I keep saying it,
Listen, I
but
was like Dora the Explorer. Okay, you know what? I live in the area. I'm not going to any jails, but I live in the area. I'll
all of
I'll
us,
I'll meet
all of
you.
us live in the same area.
Yeah, I'll meet you. So, let's I'm here. There's a lot of people that don't live in Georgia, can't get here. I'll show them some places, right?
Right.
Um, I had no idea it was all of this. I really didn't. And when I tell you that I went into that field trip with pure intentions, now listen, y'all, I'm nosy. Y'all know I'm nosy. Thank you. A pimp named Nasty Nesta said happy Valentine's, everyone. Thank you so much for your
Yeah,
super chat.
yeah,
When I tell
crazy.
you, I went into this with yeah, these names is funny. The Bushes said, all right. Yeah, when I tell you I went into this with pure intentions, I'm nosy. Okay, I'm just naturally nosy, and sometimes you can be too nosy. All right, I am the one who got out of the car in front of Shirley Strawberry's old house that they got evicted from. I wanted to see the inside because I wanted to make sure that this was the right that it really was
So
the
that
house.
was you talking to the lady outside.
What? No, not talking to no lady. No, this
It
is
was,
when we.
it was
This
some
is when
kind of
we.
maid that came to the door or something.
No, nobody
Oh, she
came to
lied.
the. No, nobody came to the door. It didn't look like anybody was home. There was like a maintenance vehicle van parked in the driveway. I didn't see any cars. Now, granted, it could have been in the driveway, but this is a South. Nobody keeps their cars in the driveway.
Of course we don't.
So, right. So I said, I want to see inside because I wanted to make sure it really was the right house. And I remember from Nesto's Instagram what the inside of the house looked like and Shirley's Instagram. So they have a long driveway and I wanted to do it fast. I didn't want to go all the way around. I was in boots with heels. And you're not supposed to walk on people's grass. So I tiptoed on the grass and I felt terrible all the while doing it because I can hear my mom, but don't walk on my grass, right? So I tiptoed real quick on the grass. I peeped into the front door. The front door is glass. And I
Right.
realized that there were shoes on the steps. I said, oh, okay, okay. I said, you know what? I said, there are people here. I said, time to go. People here. Once I saw the shoe, they may not even have been home, but someone was living in the house, right?
Right.
We wouldn't
Right.
know who bought the house, who's living in the house. I said, all
Right.
right, someone's living here. And then we left and then we went to our next destination and which was supposedly the last known residence of Erica King. Now again, we have no idea if this really is where the lady lives. And somebody flipped open the blinds. I said, well, somebody's home. Maybe she might be willing to talk to us. I'll go knock on the door. Now that was my idea. Sylvia was like, you sure? I said, I'll go knock on the door. I'm from New York. We knock on doors, right? I'm not from here. I'm from New York. It's a different culture. You know what I'm saying? Like Girl Scouts knock on your doors. Jehovah's Witness
We
knock on
both
your
from up
door.
north, and we both
Yeah.
from up north. I'm from Baltimore.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway,
So
so I said, I'm gonna knock on the door. I did. I heard doggies barking. And then I
mm,
said, okay, well, somebody's home, but I don't think she's gonna come to the door. If she did come to the door, obviously she can't be on camera. She's not supposed to be dealing with any social media. So at that point,
right.
it would have been audio only if she was willing to talk to us. She might have cursed us out. Who knows? But we knocked on the door, nobody answered, and we left. We left. And that's what it was. I was on my own
Wow.
live. I've never watched Sylvia's live, so I don't know what was going.
Did you hear what she said, y'all? She said she has never watched my live. And then 44 days prior to that, she watches me all the time. I'm her auntie, I'm her mentor, all of this. Golly. Y'all, I'm not the only liar up here because, they call me a liar. So I'm not the only liar. So y'all better take your claim to the lying committee too.
On. But I handled it the way I handled it. Even when we were in the shop, I'm standing in front of Sheridan. I didn't even know it was Sheridan. She's gorgeous,
Mm,
by the way. But I didn't know what she looked like. I didn't know it was her. She just said, listen, this case is close to us and we don't want to talk about it. And I said, because the owner was on the phone with Sylvia. We were trying to get information to purchase some products because that's what really got us in the door. We're like, oh, they got pet products. I need CBD oil. Come on, let's go shopping. We didn't think anybody was in there. Really, we didn't. Because it was empty when we got inside. But long
Right.
story short, Sheridan was in the back. She did come out and she said, we this is close to us. We don't want to talk about it. I said, no.
This is the same woman that said I stalked Shirley. This is the same woman that said that, y'all. The same woman. Now all of a sudden the story changed. Liar, liar, your pants on fire.
No problem. And we respectfully left after we spent our $130. I got what I needed for my doggies. The products do work. I will be going back to Panay's for more because the products work very well.
She thought I didn't have the stuff, so that's why she put it on private. But I beat them to it. I got everything. Everything that they put out on the internet, I got it all. And my attorney got those things too.
Well, and the vitamins, my dog stopped itching.
I'm not the only one that could download stuff too. I'm not the only one could give evidence to my attorney. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. They could do it. I could do it too.
And so that's what it was. But as I said earlier, don't. Yeah.
I'm sorry that you guys even got involved with that, and the reason why I say that is because it started with us first.
Yeah, this is the campaign they went on when I was in jail. They were going to channels to bring me down. That was the campaign. And my attorney knows about the campaign as well.
Got it.
If I never opened that door for them to even meet Robert Kelly, this wouldn't be going on.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it was like, and from the time she met him, she came up with this elaborate story that she was lied on and this and this. And I played that on my video, but I played it on my live that I just got off of.
Mm-hmm.
And when people understand that she violated a mentally challenged kid.
Whoa! He said, I violated mentally challenged kids. Interesting.
It's a different story for me. And when people see that, they're going to be like, hold on, this story not adding up. That's why I put it on my live so people can see exactly what's going on.
Right.
And it's like people in the chat was like, oh my God, that's nasty. Yeah.
Wow.
And you can pretty much put together what's going on just by what she not saying. And then when she told me privately, because she felt as though, oh, I got Dana on a hook, so I can just tell him I can tell him a lot about my business. No, I was willing to take that to my grave until you tried to really have me locked up with the feds for nothing.
Wow.
And then when you tried to bamboozle me and stick me with a car and didn't want to give me the title or nothing, like, what am I supposed to do with this?
That was you?
Yeah.
Okay. So she told me about somebody. I thought it was Dennis. She never gave a name. She told me about somebody that she sold a car to.
This woman just lied, y'all. Oh my God. Dennis? She just lied. And I supposed to have been the liar. This woman just lied like a rug, y'all. Oh, she told me. But that was you? Oh, I thought it was Dennis. Stop lying. How you think it was Dennis and Dennis had a car? You've been in his car. Stop it.
And she said something about this person coming to her house. And I'm like, well, how would this person know where you live? Oh, because I sold him a car. I'm like, okay, but how does he know where you live? And she told me, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
This woman just making up crap. I never talked to that woman about no car. I didn't even know the cray cray. The cray cray was following me.
I'm like, okay. So She didn't say that she never gave the title to the car. And why is this starting to sound like Nesto? Like what the hell is going on here?
Exactly, Piper. You don't give a title to a car that you ain't paid off. You don't get a title.
How long have you known her?
I've known her for 5 years.
Okay. And you got to know her. You guys connected over the R. Kelly case. Is it
Right.
because you guys share the same sentiments? And guys,
No.
be respectful in the chat, all right? Because I see some of the comments. Let's listen. Let's just let the man tell his story, okay? Is it because you guys connected over your same sentiments in regards to R. Kelly, or how did you guys connect and meet?
No, this is what happened. See, I said I was going to talk to you when the case over, but I can tell you this much. No,
Okay.
I'm good, but I can tell you this much. And we met from a group called I'm My Brother's Keeper when I was invited into the group. That's when me and Sylvia met, but I met her daughter a couple months before then because her daughter and her daughter boyfriend at the time, car got broke into in front of my loft downtown Atlanta. That's when I was downtown in Atlanta. So I met Sylvia on the internet through the group I'm My Brother's Keeper. I'm the only one that actually knew Rob, that know Rob, that have a affiliation tight with him.
Mm-hmm.
So make a long story short, because I'm gonna save it and for when I can really talk about everything. So I'm just giving you like a short version.
Mm-hmm.
Make a long story short, she figured that she can use me to get into him. And she was saying that she was trying to make it so that her daughter can get in the industry to do makeup. About the car situation, she called me one day because I didn't have a car, and I was content because everything I did and was in the area where I lived at. And she was like, "Ronald can't afford the car. Can we sell you a car?" And I was like, "Sure," but the car was Ronald's car, and Ronald was behind by like $19,000.
Who was Ronald?
That's her husband.
Wait a minute. Ronald was behind like 19,000. What? Whoa. Didn't she pull up the thing and she saw that there was nothing past due on the car note? $19,000 behind? Oh, wow.
So I said, "Look, I'll go ahead and I'll take it off," because at that point I was considering her to be a friend, but I was trying to deal with her with a long hand and spoon as well. So right after that, me and her had a falling out because I gave a cook off and she was grabbing people penises at the cook off.
Oh, so now the reason is because I was grabbing people penis. Yeah, we had a disagreement because I was grabbing people penises.
And Ronald already thought that I was smashing his wife, so I left at my own event because I didn't want no type of trouble like that.
Oh, Jesus.
So then from that point, and we was going back and forth, and I was making the payments to Ronald. She got mad and broke his phone, so that way I couldn't make no more payments. And then went to YouTube and talked about I'm not trying to pay her and this and this. And I'm like, nah, but that wasn't it at all. So then Ronald called me and I said, "Yo, but I'm trying to make this payment." Ronald said, "Yeah, but I had to go to a restaurant, and so that way I can call you because she broke my last phone because I was talking to you." And I was like, "Okay, fine." So then I sent him that payment. After that, I was supposed to send another payment in the next month. And I'm texting Ronald like, "Yo, can I send a payment? Because I'm trying to do it." And it's like when I'm sending it to your Zelle, it's bouncing back. And Ronald never responded.
Wait a minute. Bouncing back from a Zelle? What the hell? It bounced back from Zelle? What the hell they do a Zelle payment?
Next thing I know, Sylvia on the internet talking about he ain't trying to pay me, he ain't trying to do this. And I'm like, "Yo, this is not even your car. This is his car. And he told her several times, Sylvia, leave Dane alone. We ain't trying to do that. Me and him is doing business. And she wanted to bring it to the internet because it brought views. And people was paying her, and she thought she was taking my audience. And then from there, I got it.
Taking his audience? Lord have mercy, Jesus. Oh my Lord.
Evicted out of my home behind her and her crew. I lost my job because my job and my home, it was connected because I was doing courtesy officer work. So then from that point, it's like I just had to get back on my feet. And when I got back on my feet, I told her like, but I told him, but I said what message? And I said, yo, I'm not no bum or nothing, so I can go ahead and take care of what I owe, even though I'm 4 days late. I never got a response.
4 days late. Yeah.
All the money started bouncing back.
Money.
She went live again, talking about, he ain't trying to pay me, y'all. He ain't trying to pay me. And she got about 400 people in her chat. He ain't trying to pay me. And I'm sitting back like, damn. So I went live. And then her whole crowd came back over to me. And I'm showing and receipts.
400 people. Y'all went over there? Oh, God. I gotta laugh. I gotta laugh.
And everything. Then from that point, it's just been ongoing. And then she tried to take me to court. And with Judge Manning told her, lady, leave him alone. Y'all two, it seemed like y'all can't get along. Y'all leave each other alone. And she said, well, Judge, uh, uh, I sold him a car. And Judge Manning said, can you show me a car note with your name on it? And she said, no.
When did Judge Manning ask that? Y'all, we know y'all know we have the videotape on Judge Manning, right? She never mentioned anything about, do you have a car note?
So Judge Manning said, it's not your car. Leave him alone.
Wow. And I know Pam did say earlier about something. There was a she tried to get a restraining order, and they wouldn't give it to her. And she
matter of fact, that was the first time. And she tried to get a restraining order because she brought the police to my job. That's after I left, but that's after I got evicted out of my home in the first job and I went to another job. She brought the police to my job and I told the cops, and I was live, and I got the live and I can send it to you. But I told the cops, I was like, look, man, I don't trust them. And they've been threatening me. I'm ready to burn somebody's ass up. And he was like, man, but don't say that.
Wait a minute. Did he not tell the police he did not say that? Should I play that? Should I play that too? Should I play that as well? Because I have the videotape on that one too. I do have the tape on that. Should I play that? Yeah, I know we got all the videotape. Hold on. Let me play that part when he threatened that he gonna burn my car up. Burn me up. Burn the car up. Burn me up too. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me get that one. Hold on. La 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 la. I know y'all heads are spinning because y'all don't know what to believe. Everybody got all kind of crazy receipts and stuff like that. At least I admit my wrong. At least I'm a woman to admit my wrongs. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me get it for y'all. Let me get that video. Hold on, good people. Let me get that video for y'all. Hold on. It's in my drive. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hey, plant lady. Hold on a second. Let's get it for y'all. Hold on. I'll get it for y'all. You know I get it. I get it for y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, good people. Oh, here we go. We got it. We got it right here.
Tried it. How many let you want to sit there too? Man, she tried it. Look at this shit. I ain't never do nothing to that lady. Never. Okay. They done slandered my name and everything. I ain't never do nothing to her. I'm trying to assist you. Okay. I got you. I get you on YouTube, you on all that. It's just don't look this. I got you. I'm trying to assist you. And I'm trying to handle this. Tried it. How many let you want to sit there too?
No, I'm trying to get to the part where he says it. Hold on a second, y'all.
Man, she tried it. Look at this shit. I ain't never do nothing to that lady. Never. Okay. They done slandered my name and everything. I ain't never do nothing to her. I'm trying to assist you. Okay. I got you. I get you on YouTube, you on all that. It's just don't look this. I got it. I'm trying to assist you. And I'm trying to handle this fair way. I got you. Because first of all, if I wanted to, her name, I can say, oh, well, some girls do stuff like that. But I got you. I got you. Situation. I got you. I got you also like that. I got you. I'm saying you upset and you at work too, man. Right, I got you. I got you. The only reason why I want to burn her ass up right now is the police out here. I would chop that fucking car. The only reason why I won't do that shit right now. Burn her ass up.
Now the police is gonna come back to him to ask him about him saying what he just said, and then watch what he said. He lied to the police.
So Sylvia brought the police to my job, and yeah, all hands on deck. All hands on deck. Tell me. She me to move out of Georgia, bro. Tell him.
He says I need to move out of Georgia.
The first shot been fired. Now I'm gonna shoot back. This is sad, bro. She got Dallas and all of them in the backseat of it. I just wanted to show y'all, man. Nah, she came up here with the police. She came up here first. And I seen her when she came up here. But I had like a whole lot full of people, so I couldn't do nothing. It's all good. Man. It's sad, bro. Really sad. What's up, son? What's going on? They talking about I'm doing something online. What the fuck is this? They came to me. I ain't going to nobody, man. I ain't bothering nobody, bro. Yeah, I'm good. And I can't call nobody over here because if the cops will come, if by the cops being here, if I call somebody over here, that's obstructing the justice of a situation. So but they just told her sorry they couldn't help her. But look, this is crazy. Right, I had to go live for this. This is crazy.
So she's saying she's gonna go take you to the register to it.
Okay.
And she wanna park at.
Okay.
But
And I want everything I put in.
Well, hey, that's
right. That's simple.
Legal.
Right.
Legal stuff.
I understand.
Just trying not to aggravate the situation, man. Because
I don't see nothing to them.
She's saying you online right now, saying you gonna burn her up.
I'm online saying, and we talking about something totally different.
If she can say about that, you go before the judge and you saying all that stuff, then you probably gonna wish. I'm sure.
Yeah.
You're gonna wish you never did. So that's why I'm trying to advise you not to do that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Me. Come on.
Okay. All right.
But I got everything that they done did.
You see how he lied? He lied to the officer. You see how he lied? On here, he said something different. Hold on.
So then from that point, it's like I just had to get back on my feet. And when I got back on my feet, I told her but I said, what message? And I said, yo, I'm not no bum or nothing, so I can go ahead and take care of what I owe, even though I'm 4 days late. I never got a response. All the money started bouncing back. She went live again, talking about, he ain't trying to pay me, y'all. He ain't trying to pay me. And she got about 400 people in her chat. He ain't trying to pay me. And I'm sitting back like, damn. So I went live. And then her whole crowd came back over to me. And I'm showing and receipts and everything. Then from that point, it's just been ongoing. And then she tried to take me to court. And with Judge Manning told her, lady, leave him alone. Y'all two, it seemed like y'all can't get along. Y'all leave each other alone. And she said, well, Judge, I sold him a car. And Judge Manning said, "Can you show me a car note with your name on it?" And she said, "No." So Judge Manning said, "It's not your car. Leave him alone."
Wow. And I
And
know
from that,
Pam did
and from
say earlier about something. There was a she tried to get a restraining order and they wouldn't give it to her.
and she matter of fact, that was the first time.
Hmm.
And she tried to get a restraining order because she brought the police to my job. That's after I left, but that's after I got evicted out of my home in the first job and I went to another job. She brought the police to my job and I told the cops, and I was live and I got the live and I can send it to you. But I told the cops, I was like, "Look, man, I don't trust them and they've been threatening me. I'm ready to burn somebody's ass up."
Did y'all hear him say that to the police? He denied when the police asked him, "Did you say something on the internet?" And now he said he told the police he go burn. Man.
And he was like, "Man, but don't say that on live." And she took that down to Judge Manning. "He talking about burning me up, but that means he gonna kill me and this and this and this. But you come into my job and you harassing me." Eventually, I end up getting fired from that job because of that situation.
Mhm.
So from that point, she took me out to where she live at, and she took me out to that courthouse. Um, and Judge Bell was like, "This is nonsense. I don't want to see none of y'all back in my courtroom. This is."
She said that because he brought up R. Kelly, y'all. He kept bringing up R. Kelly in every single case, and those people cannot stand R. Kelly. So that was their ammunition. He knew that every time they mention R. Kelly, they're going to throw it out. Because that lady said, "Y'all coming in here to fight about some R. Kelly?" Because he kept bringing R. Kelly name in it. R. Kelly ain't got nothing to do with none of this stuff. But she kept bringing R. Kelly in there. He knew how to do it.
nonsense. And then she said, "Judge, he got me arrested in Chicago. I wasn't in Chicago. I wasn't talking to nobody in Chicago. I ain't had nothing to do with Chicago." But
Gotcha. So listen, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let you I'll just ask you a couple of questions and then because I know some of this you wanted to talk about later, like once the case is over. So we'll save some of that then. Can you tell us why you were at the courthouse today? Can you tell us that?
well, I had to well, I had to put some paperwork into my case, and the system is still down.
Right,
So
right.
I got some friends that works at the courthouse, and I got some friends that's in the Young Thug case. Let's keep it a buck. I know Jeffrey personally.
Oh God, he knows Jeffrey personally.
Okay.
I know Big Jeff, Lord Jeff, all of them personally. So I was talking to some of my folks that work there. She came in. She looked like she seen a ghost, and when she seen me, and I looked, and I did like this, and I tried to get away from him. So we was talking me and one of my homies talking about football. We talking about like how big people are in football and stuff like that. And then she wanted to be seen, and she tried to make a spectacle. Talking, "Oh, hey guys, I'm here. This and this, and can I get my band?" And she had this little black bag. So then she started talking to one of the guys from CNN, and then from there they went to the media room. Once she went to the media room, one of the homies looked up and said, "Yo, you ready?" I said, "Yeah." They said, "Are you going in or you going up to 8H?" I said, "I'm gonna go to 8H." He said, "You can't be on this floor, and you know why?" I said, "I already know."
Okay.
And the other one came in and said, "Hey, I'm transporting. I got the hell on."
Gotcha. I'm gonna play your video. Let's go ahead and play that. Let's go ahead and play your video. Let's go ahead and play that. Hold on one second. Here we go.
So he was recording at the court without a Rule 22. He was recording at the court without a Rule 22 on the 14th of February, 2024.
Yeah, you know I am. I just had to come down here and make sure things went right. That's all. I'm trying to be like you when I get younger. I'm trying to be like you when I get younger. What? What? I ain't say nothing. Listen, bro. I don't even know.
I am somewhat aware of whatever be
Listen.
how that shit.
Listen. Only thing I know is Jesus my help and listen. And when y'all come, I'm running. But you see what happened? See what happened? Okay. All right, brother. Hey. Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. Love you. Happy Valentine's Day. Days never ending. Master got me working. One day, Master gonna set me free. I'll go get something to eat. All right, have a good day. Gemini. But today's been a good day. A good day. A good day. Today has been a very good day. Gemini. Could it be true?
All right, so this is what basically, I guess, the initial, reaction. You guys saw the cop cars in the background. So apparently that was vehicles that were coming to pick her up. And like I said,
oh my God, they told me
I don't want to
vehicles that came to pick me up. Lord Jesus, I didn't even get out of there till late. Oh my God, they lied. I didn't get out of jail. I mean, out of the courthouse until court was closed. It was the end of the day, y'all. Oh my God. So they lied. Oh my God. I was still up there in that holding cell for the whole day.
see. I don't want to see anybody behind bars. I told you guys earlier, I'm disgusted because this could have been avoided. I'm not even gonna try to understand why this happened, but there's a pattern of behavior here. And as I said, someone had said to me earlier, oh, it's a good thing, and I'm like, how dare you? But then I thought about it and I said, I'm hoping that this experience will turn her around and just realize that this is not, whatever the motive was. We can speculate 100,000 things, but that this is not it. This is not it, and it's not healthy. Pam Esquire is in the building. Y'all show some love to Queen Pam. Thank you so much for being in the building, Pammy Pam. Thank you so much for being in the building. Y'all put up some scales in the chat if you can. If you guys weren't on her live earlier today, of course, she gives us the court doc. She breaks it down, gives it, to her straight from just having that, just being in the law profession and explaining what went on. I did not get to watch the end of it. I watched about half, but it is excellent. And let me just be clear, because at some point, she is going to come out, and you know, we don't know what to expect. But I just want it to be known that because she called us a mob, and that hurt. That hurt because many of us were supporting her. A lot of you went over to her channel based on our recommendation. We were, like, listen, anyway. But she a hit dog will holler. She hollered. She called us a mob, and we are not a mob. And there are people within this community saying that I'll if it came down to it, I would help bail her out if it came down to it. You know what I'm saying? And so it's not a mob. We're not celebrating. No one's out here, having a celebration that she's in jail. It's disappointing because she's been here before. It's very disappointing. And it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart.
Stop lying.
I'm just disgusted because I saw this coming. Now, again, I saw it coming, and I thought it had something to do with Nesto. I had no idea that it had to do with Dana J or whoever and all this stuff. And he can only say but so much because it's an open case. But there's a pattern here, and there's a history, and there's a lack of accountability. I'm seeing a parallel between her and Nesto, and I don't like it. This idea that
This woman compared me to Nesto. What? This woman compared me to Nesto as a pattern? Lord have mercy.
And just use God as a cover to just do whatever I want to do, and not take accountability. And I'm being set up, and boo-hoo, and I'm a victim. I'm gonna switch gears and go over to Dennis Byron's channel. And let me just say this. I know there are a lot of thoughts about this man. I am one who was in his chat, was like, you need to chill, dude. Like, why are you going in on her so bad? This is coming off as jealousy. What is going on? And but he was right. He came with the receipts, and whether we like it or not, he was right about what was going on. He warned us. He warned us about what was going on. I was warned behind the scenes, but I'm the type of person where I'm not just going to go based upon what somebody else says. I need to find out for myself. Unfortunately, I stepped into the line of fire, and I'm still getting hell for it. But I just want to acknowledge Sonia's life. Okay. Ma'am gifted 5 memberships, y'all. Thank you so much, Sonia's life. You're still on. Queen, thank you. And may your gift return back to you tenfold. And I declare it so. And for those of you who got gifted, please thank Sonia's life. And again, welcome to all of the new Wisdom Ambassadors that have joined the family on this evening. I just wanted to make sure that I did not go too much further before I acknowledge you. So thank you so much. This is a lot. This is just a lot. It's like, I feel like it's Nesto all over again, with us going down a rabbit hole, and it's one thing, and then it's something else, and then it's something else, and then it's something else. And I'm like, what is going on? But let's jump over, because Dennis Byron said a lot of things. And if he ever gets to this video and listens, I just want to say I apologize, because I may have said some not so nice things on the channel in defense of her, in protection of her. But I was blind, but now I see. I'll just say that. Okay. I was blind, but now I see. Let me just say that. Okay. I've been woke for a little while. Okay. I ain't been sleeping. I've been speaking out on it. And it's not that I've turned my back on somebody, but when you start bringing God into it, that's when you cross the line. Don't bring God into it and all of this other kind of stuff. And I felt an obligation to speak out on it, because I don't condone this kind of behavior. And because I was associated with her because of the field trip. And mind you, for those of you who don't know, that was only the second time I'd ever met the woman. I'm very careful about who I call friend. I don't call friend after I meet you 2 times. It was something that was developing. And I was
You call me Auntie Sylvia. That's closer to the friend. Auntie Sylvia.
On the phone. I'm not going to do the Nesto stuff anymore because people are not watching my other videos. And I have a lot of cases that I'm covering. And I said, yeah, I'll probably at some point come away from it too because, people are going to get tired. 2 days later or next day, whatever it was, I'm interviewing Sonia. And I said, okay, all right. Now, people have asked, well.
So she's mad because I interviewed Sonia? Thank you, Regina. Thank you, Regina. Thank you. Let me remove this for a minute. Thank you, Regina. Regina said, we all know Sylvia wanted the car back because of non-payment. Thank you, Regina.
Why didn't you call her and speak to her about it? It was already too late by then. It was already too late by then. By the time the Dre interview happened, didn't happen or whatnot, what you guys don't know is there was an attempt to throw me under the bus and to use me as an scapegoat. And I called them out on it. There was no talking by then. There was no talking by then at that point because there wasn't going to be, I'm sorry. And there was no accountability publicly. There was not going to be any accountability, behind the scenes. It was already too late for talking. And again, I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. Not mad. I'm disappointed. But I will tell you this. You only get to lie to me once. Okay. You only get to lie to me, but one time. Gaslight me, but one time. Lie to me one time, and then you will never rely on me. And that's twofold. You will never rely on me because I'm not going to give you a chance to lie to me again. And you will never rely on me because I'm not going to be reliable or dependable because you won't be able to come to me for nothing. I'm not going to go back to the thing that hurt me. It's like going back to your vomit. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. All right. So, all right, y'all. Sorry, I was having a moment. So I'm going to get back into it. I want to get into Dennis Byron's because he for me, he really dropped the story.
Blogger infamous Sylvia was taken into custody by the Fulton County Sheriff Department on outstanding warrants. This happened as the start of a continuation of the YSL trial, where infamous Sylvia was about to start streaming, and she was interrupted by the sheriffs. And these warrants were known to me for about 2 weeks. Try to share with you guys what you guys thought that I had an axe to grind. No, what happened on Sunday was police came to her home. Apparently she disappeared and reappeared. She initially said on her live she was visiting her mother, who's in New York. But apparently she teleported herself back to Georgia within an hour and got on her live. But this is a breaking story. Infamous Sylvia has been taken into custody by the Fulton County Sheriff Department. She's being processed on 2 misdemeanor warrants. These are 2 misdemeanor warrants, which means she'll probably be out tomorrow. I'm guessing tomorrow, unless there's some other impending charges. But as of right now, she's being held on 2 misdemeanor warrants, and this is stemming from some allegations of alleged stalking. This is a developing story. This has just happened in the Fulton County Courthouse, and yes, you won't see any photos from the courthouse because you can't take photos in the courthouse lobby, but she was just taken into custody. She's being processed right now. My speculation, because of the charges, she'll probably be out tomorrow. I don't think she would be. These are not felony charges, so she should be out tomorrow. And the reason why tomorrow is because she has to be transported or extradited to a different county. The question is, how long would the Clayton County sheriffs transport her, because Fulton County just holds them until they get transported. It could be a day, it could be a couple of days, but once she gets in front of a judge, then she'll get chances are released. Because it's a different county and it's the start of the week, she'll probably move through the docket pretty quickly. So with that said, she has been arrested. She knew that the police were looking for her, but apparently she thought that she was immune from getting arrested in the courthouse. When you have a warrant, they arrest you. It would probably be smarter for her just to surrender herself when she knew there was a warrant and dealt with it that way. But she rolled the dice. She rolled the dice. And for all those who have been essentially trolling my page, I wasn't really wrong. The only reason why that small detail was missed is because she slipped through the back door. That's all. That's all. Everything else is factual. With that said, I'm going to read the comments. I'm going to read the comments. Right.
You see how they were doing their news coverage of me, y'all? All of them was doing it.
Oh, sorry, y'all. That was my fault. Oh no, that's his. I don't know.
Right now, some things I can talk about now. Let's first of all smash the like button. Let's talk. If you guys are in here, if you're not hitting the like button, I'm going to end the live. I want to see if I see 50, 80 people here. You all need to hit the live because I want to give you an update on the story. I want to give you some meat and potatoes that you can sink your teeth into. But you got to hit the like button. If you're just here just to watch, then I'm going to end the live. And I'm going to come back on. I'm going to come back in a because I have other stories I'm working on. But you guys got to hit the like button right now. If I'm going to stay here, motivate me to stay here. To give you the background of the story, but you got to hit the like button. You must hit the like button, or I'm going to take this to the membership section. I gave you the gist of the story. Infamous Sylvia was arrested on 2 misdemeanor warrants. She was taken into custody by the Fulton County Sheriff Department, and she has to get processed, fingerprinted, photos taken. Then she has to wait. She has to get dressed out into, I guess, whatever they dress you out into, and she has to wait for the Clayton County Police to pick her up, the sheriff to pick up, transport her, and that can be a day, that could be a week, it could be 2 days. But she has to get in front of a judge. She has to go. She has to have a first appearance. It's not going to happen today, ladies and gentlemen. No, it's not going to happen today. It may happen if they pick up. Here's the key here. They have to want to. The problem here. Well, first of all, have you guys hit the like button? Okay, no, there's only 30 people hitting the like button. Come on, guys. I'm about to give you some real tea, but you got to hit the like button. I'm not going to say it 3 or 4 more times. Hit the like button. We're going to take this to the membership section, which is not established. It's going to be on Hip Hop Inquirer. But if you want to get the real nitty-gritty of what's going on, I will tell you. But you must hit the like button, and you can hit the donation, whatever you want to do. Hit the heart to whatever. This is exclusive news.
The funny thing is, y'all, I've never heard this. This is the first time I'm hearing this. This is the first time I'm hearing this because I was in jail during this time when they were doing all of this.
Now, you're not getting this anywhere else. This is exclusive. But you got to hit the like button. You got to show me that you want to hear this information. You got to show me that you support this channel. You got to show me that this is content you guys are going to have. It's about getting content, right? So I've been investigating the story for weeks as well. I wanted to make sure that the details that was given to me was verified. But you guys got to hit the like button. You got to run that numbers up. You got to run the numbers up. You have to run the numbers up. This is a breaking news story, ladies and gentlemen. This is a breaking news story. And I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this could have been avoided if the person wasn't trying to elude the police. They knew there was warrants, but they tried to elude the police, and they went on their platform and act like someone was picking on them. And the fact of the matter is, they knew the warrants was there. They ignored. The detective reached out, said, you need to come in and talk to us because we're going to come get you. But they didn't want to tell you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. That's what happened. How do I know? I got sources. And we're not just talking about the victim. All I'm telling you is that this could have been avoided. This running, playing hide and go seek, trying to throw you guys in a curveball. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, she knew these warrants were existing. She knew they were out there. She was playing in your face. She thought that the Fulton County sheriffs wouldn't arrest her. She said, I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna sit myself in the media room. I'm gonna act like nothing even happened. It doesn't work like that. You have to address the issue. If you know it's there, you could avoid it. You could save yourself embarrassment. And now, at the end of the day, the stuff she was saying, she was lying. There was stuff she was saying to you guys. I couldn't say it right then, but she was lying to you guys. She said that one of the biggest stories was that she was in New York, and everyone knows that she has a mother that lives in New York. How did she tell her? I'm about to say the word. I'm not gonna say that. Why did she tell you guys that she was in New York when she knew in fact she was in Georgia? Why did her daughter get on a live and start screaming like Bloody Mary? Like I saw the live and I downloaded the live. I downloaded like someone to listen to it. And why would she say that? Why would she put my name in it?
Now I see why Dallas can't stand him. I see why now because I'm listening to this. Oh,
these warrants had your mother's name in it. But why would you put my name in it? I knew nothing of this. I only got alerted when you got on your live. And I assumed that they had effectuated their arrest. That's why I made the mistake. But I wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong about the details. That's why I said I wasn't taking my apology back. I said I'm reserving my apology. I wasn't taking it back, and I'm not taking the apology back. I'm not taking it back. And there's a lot more to the story. Now, whatever relationship that her and the individual having is also, I want to say something. I can share this with you. There's someone else that lives in another state. They might have an issue as well in 2 different jurisdictions, which is weird. You guys take this whole YouTube, whatever, you take it to a whole new level. You don't know these people, but you're engaging in reckless behavior. You want to have friends that you never know. They're probably not going to piss on your. They'll probably piss on your grave, and you didn't have to engage like that. There are people that I have met over the course of many years that once the story's over, it's over. But you guys want to brand everybody. You want to be, this is my friend, this is my friend. But at the end of the day, you guys are just doing this just so you can be to get content. It's just so freaking weird. So freaking weird. I knew the woman was a liar. I knew she was a liar. You guys didn't know, but it's certain things she said to me that I knew she was a liar. So that's why I don't get caught up in the prayer circles and all that, because people will be in it.
God, this is February 14, 2024 when I got arrested. Bless. That's when I got arrested. February 14, 2024.
In a prayer circle lying to you in your face. I don't care how soft spoken you are, but at the end of the day, if your words don't support your actions, it's BS. That's how I look at it. If your words don't support your action, it's BS. I don't care.
You guys hear this before? Have you guys heard this before? Were you guys listening to this before? When I was in jail, did you guys hear this when they were doing their press release? LaKendra, were you around to hear this? This is my first time hearing this, man. And right now, I'm getting upset. I'm getting upset right now. You was? This is February 14th, 2024. You was there. You heard it. You heard it too. I never heard it, Bless. Excuse me.
How many scriptures you quote, how many amens you say, but if your words don't support your action, it's BS. You can't use profanity all over here, and then here you want to pray with the people. Let's stop playing the games. Let's stop playing the games. There are people that be led astray by people that run the biggest churches in America, be leading the people into darkness. So why in the heck I'm going to believe someone that I know based on their actions that their words were weak? That their words were weak. And I'm going to save some of the stuff that I know. You know why I'm going to save it? Because I'm going to save it for the right timing. And remember what I just said. There are people in other jurisdictions that may have an issue. They may get that knock on the door. Because they may have been complicit in having certain things done. And I'll tell you why the daughter was loud and very loud. And you'll be surprised how the evidence came back and how they traced the evidence. You'll be so surprised how they traced the evidence. I always say there's no such thing as smart criminals. There's no such thing as smart criminals because they always leave breadcrumbs. They left a breadcrumb. They left two. They left some stupid breadcrumbs, as a matter of fact. But again, ladies and gentlemen, if you've covered crime stories like I've covered crime stories, I've seen some of the craziest things. And I'm making excuses for nobody. You know, at the end of the day, if you're grown, you got 3 master's degrees, they don't teach you common sense. They don't teach you common sense. They don't teach you common sense. Life experience. You go after the people to try to help you. It's just kind of weird. It's kind of weird. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? There's more to the story. There's more to the story. And when I finish, I have to cover a story right now. But when I finish, ladies and gentlemen, you notice I'm talking soft. This is Valentine's Day. I don't want to turn up right now. I don't. So I would say this. That woman says she's not about the what's the term she used? You guys probably know the term. She said something about bullying or mob culture, but she engaged in the same behavior, but she does it sneakily. They call it Sly for a reason. She does it by what I've seen from Sly. I'm gonna tell you, ladies and gentlemen, what I've seen from Sly, knowing her from the period I known her, that she does things sneakily. I never sign on to none of that stuff. I just listen. Because if you can do that to that individual, you can do that to me. And that too bear fruits. So when you hear me talk, I'm talking because I have knowledge of the behavior. Knowledge of it. Very, very dangerous. Because they will use the Bible to maneuver people to believe something that is not true. Because you can pick up the Bible and read the scriptures yourself. You can read it yourself. And you can get what you can get from the book yourself. You don't need no one beating their drums, and their intent is not good. Anyone is older than 50 years old, remember Jim Jones, how he convinced people to drink cyanide, convinced people to drink poison. They felt so weak to his words that he convinced them to drink poison. Just look up Jim Jones. We ain't talking about the rapper. We're not talking about the rapper. So I'm very careful about who I bring in my circle. And I see I'm not reading the comments. You can leave the comments there. I'm coming back on my when I'm done what I'm doing, and I'm coming back and we're gonna have a talk. We're gonna have a talk today without the interruptions. You won't be able to take me off the screen and put me back up. You won't be able to do none of that.
I'm here. Shay.
All that.
Shay, I didn't fall asleep. You know why she said that? Because I usually interrupt. Every 2 seconds I got something to say, but I'm still processing all of this. I'm still, this is a lot. I'm still processing. There's a lot of deception out here in these streets, and it's like, I feel like, Lauryn Hill, it can all be so simple, but you'd rather make it hard. Oh my gosh. Loving you is like a battle. Yeah. So that's what I'm on. That's the type of time that I'm on right now. Yeah. So it's a lot, but what I will say, those of you who are believers, please pray. Please pray for her. Pray for her. I mean, on some for real, in your prayer closet, in your quiet time. Everybody makes mistakes. I don't know if she's out yet, because they picked her up, and by the time they would have got her there and booked her, it would have been late. So I don't know if she posted yet. I would imagine that if she was home, she probably would have been live by now. All right. I don't know what we're going to hear or what we're going to see once she is out. But I'm trying to look at the big picture. Okay. Some of us are zoomed too far in, right? You zoom in on a picture, it's distorted. You can't see it. We need to zoom all the way out and look at a pattern of behavior. All right. So we saw it with the R. Kelly stuff, right? I'm not going to condemn her necessarily because she's an R. Kelly supporter. I don't support that foolishness. I don't. All right. I don't know. I know some of you were sounding off because Mr. Dana is he didn't say himself that he's a supporter. He didn't say it out his mouth, but apparently there's the word on the street is or was whatever. I'm looking at the entire picture. Okay. I'm not trying to pick apart certain pieces. We're not going to deconstruct this today. The whole picture from the R. Kelly, okay, from getting arrested because either you slapped somebody or somebody accused you of slapping them, to the Nesto now. So now I've latched on to Nesto. In the live that I did the other day, I pulled up an article, right? This is an article that was published not too long after she got out of jail in the R. Kelly thing. And there were 2 questions asked. And basically they wanted to know, why did she do this? Why is she a trial blogger? Why does she go so passionate? And she said that her husband, okay, I don't know if it's her current husband or the former, but her husband was wrongfully accused, okay, allegedly by somebody that they knew. And it was in that moment that, she realized that she wanted to help those who were wrongfully accused. I get that, okay? But sometimes when you make a heart decision and not a head decision, you can be misguided. So reading books, Nesto is the husband of Shirley Strawberry, who is the co-host of Steve Harvey of the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Okay, this case has been going on for over a year. All right, so mid last year, the story broke that her husband was in jail, and initially it was over some fraud. Okay, he claimed he was going to help people with their business and didn't do it. Then it turned into he had a whole mistress on the side. Then it was he got hit with some essay crimes, and then it was some child pedo crimes, which have been dismissed, I believe, with prejudice. So those charges may come back. But then it was not only the credit card fraud, but theft by deception. I'm taking. He seems to take what belongs to everybody that comes across his path, promising them, "Oh, I'm gonna get you something better. I'm gonna help you," and then they just don't get their stuff back. Okay, he's like a tender swindler type of situation. You can go to Phone Calls from Prison. She has a playlist that says parts 1 through 14. Start at part 1, and that will be the best way for you to catch up. Shirley Strawberry, yes, you can say that. Steve Harvey that's probably the biggest syndicated radio show.
All right, I'm gonna fast forward this mess. Hold on.
Go somewhere and get some help. It was very nasty. It was very nasty. All right, but I'm not blaming her. That's a spirit. That's a spirit. I don't know what she got herself into, but and this is not the end, because once she bails out, she's still going to have to go back to court for a court session and a trial, and it's going to be all on display. All right, and she probably is going to end up on Phone Calls from Prison. The question is, did she really get in Judge Manning's ear to take away Nesto's tablet? Did Judge Manning know all this stuff about Sylvia? She knew some of it because they were in her court, allegedly. You know, I haven't seen the court documents, so all I can say is allegedly. Oh, my God. Yeah. All right, let's see what y'all talking about in the comments. Jerome Street said, "No, ma'am, we don't want to play with God, but are you saying she was praying when she knew she needed God? Is that a wrong thing?" Child, listen. Seven was talking about the fact that she kept saying Sonya's a 97-pound girl. And now it has a different meaning. And yeah, I kind of felt weird about that comment. I'm L8747. If you can elaborate, I'm not exactly sure. And you've come up before, so if you want to come up to speak, I'll drop the link. I'll drop the link. You've come up before. If you want to expand on that, and I'm gonna read a few more of the comments, but I'll drop the comment, Lady747, if you want to come up. Wisdom's daughter, why are so many people mad at this lady for being an advocate for Nesto when the prosecution has investigators on their side? What if the Central Park Five never had any advocates? Okay, baby, here's the difference. The Central Park Five were children, okay? They were 13, 14, 16, 17, something like that. Okay, that's number one. Number two, they didn't have a criminal history of doing the similar crimes with a few things potentially added on, which is not unheard of because people do escalate in crimes, okay? They escalate in deviance. They didn't have a criminal background going back 30, 40 years from the 80s. That is the difference, okay? That's the difference. And it's not that we're mad for her being an advocate. This is not an advocate. You inserted yourself in the story. You got up close and personal, got too involved. All right? That's what it is. That's what it is. Too much. There was a recording of her mark thingy so nobody can steal her content. She wasn't chanting the same one she's been using. I know she did the same thing on the court one. All right? But here's why I took issue with that. You said you were going there to pray for the man. That was your assignment, to pray for the man. You prayed for the man, but then you got the video so you can post it yourself. Phone Calls from Prison would have posted it. She would have posted it eventually. But then you got the video and you posted it yourself. So was that the real intent? because you went under saying that you was on God's orders. And that's what I have a problem with. Don't use God. We all know that she knew what the verdict was going to be before she even went to see Nesto. That was planned. For those of you who didn't get that part. A lady 747, how are you, Queen?
Good evening. I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm trying to keep my emotions in check because I'm having highs and lows, and I'm definitely gonna have me a little nightcap after this. Me and the nightbot gonna have a nightcap. All right.
Okay, well, you deserve it, and I'll be brief. So, when I heard the initial broadcast and she was defending herself, meaning Sylvia was defending herself, she kept saying, "All of you are ganging up on this 97-pound girl." And I'm thinking, why does she keep calling her a girl? This is weird. And then I know that some people, they feel like they are protectors over small people. So Sylvia is a very small person and they treat small people like they are children. But I just felt it was really weird. This woman is a senior citizen almost, basically, and she's calling her a girl, like she is defending a child. So now today, when I'm hearing these allegations about some child allegedly having a bad situation in their home, as though there are some possible predators involved, allegedly, that's why now I'm saying, with a girl, I'm thinking, is there a problem here? It's ironic, but there is a problem here with someone saying stuff about children, and then it was a child who was possibly in danger. That's what I said. It sounds different now, because when at first I heard it, it was like, oh, okay, she's one of these people who feel like small people are like children and you have to defend them. But then today I'm hearing that someone took possibly advantage of a child. Now I'm looking at it in a different way. Was somebody attracted to these people? That's what I'm trying to say, I guess. There may have been some attraction to something like that.
Wow.
That's where I was going with that.
Wow, y'all.
Right. It's possible. I keep going. Okay, so I keep thinking about this whole Dubai thing. All right. And those of you who are not familiar with what Dubai is known for, it's known heavy with the streetwalker situation, right? I'm not gonna say the P word. And so I remember Nesto saying, Steve Harvey and that whole crew, they got some secrets, and he goes to Dubai a lot. And I'm not insinuating with Steve Harvey. I'm just saying what Nesto said. But I remember Lamont saying, you know what, man, when you get out, we're going to go to Dubai. We're going to take us a trip, go to Dubai, get a boat, and we're going to live in the water. He's made comments before when Nesto first got locked up. Man, I'm going to get you so many hoes. I'm going to get you some hoes, right? So then there was a call that was released recently where Lamont was basically telling Nesto, I'm still trying to hold things down. What is it that he's holding down? But I got some hoes. I got a hoe right now. I'll get you a bunch of hoes and blah, 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 blah. And he mentioned something about selling the P word. So I'm like, is this why they might be trying to build a RICO against him? Was he, and Lamont was going back and forth in Dubai. What was this man? This man don't have money to post bail for Nasty Nesto. All right. But you running back and forth to Dubai. Okay. And Dubai is expensive over there. It ain't cheap. And let me please acknowledge the Queen, Sandy Hawthorne, one of our wisdom ambassadors. Listen, thank you so much, Queen. Thank you for the super chat. And may your gift return to you tenfold. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much.
You mentioned something. Oh, may I jump in real quick?
Go ahead.
There's a picture that keeps being shown of Nesto in Dubai. I thought that was with Dre. So Lamont was also going to Dubai.
Yes, he was. That's that picture. I don't know if that was a picture taken when Nesto went with Shirley or not, because I don't remember seeing any pictures of Shirley and Nesto in Dubai together, or there was no pictures together. But yes, if Ponytail, aka Coach, can be believed, remember they were talking about, he ain't here, he's running back and forth to Dubai. But I've always felt like, and then with the truck stop and the girl in the gas station, I've always felt like that there was something there. And go listen to the last phone calls from prison that she dropped. I'm so tired, y'all. I don't think it was in members. I think it was just something that she dropped. And if it was in members, go get y'all a membership, okay? Because there's a lot of calls that she drops in there that everyone doesn't get to hear. But anyway, he was saying, yeah, and I found me a giant one, and she was 6'9", and you know, and it almost sounded like it sounds like human trafficking. That's exactly what it sounds like. Legacy Moon said, you should have heard Lamont's call today. It was worse. That's the call that I'm referring to. That is the call that I'm actually referring to. I'm referring.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Oh, I was going to say, so it could be one of two things. Either they are in business or they're like passport bros and are there tricking, right? So tricking or buying and selling. But because they're so broke, I would think it's tricking. You know, but a lot of these people, they do, you know, that kind of, you know, get the fast money, and they don't have, you know, any money after they run through it, you know. But it's just weird to me that both his boys were in Dubai, and, you know, that's not necessarily a cheap trip, but just it's very, very suspicious. So I'm going to drop down and keep listening to the show. You're doing a great job. Get you some rest.
Thank you so much. I definitely will. And what time is it? Yeah, we're going to thank you so much, Lady 747. We're gonna wrap up soon.
Right, that's it on this mess. All right, guys, it's 2 hours, and I wanted to just show you guys the lies. At least we played the lies. So I guess I'm not the only liar around here. Because they call me a liar, right? Yep. All right, guys, I'm about to go now. I'll catch you guys on the rebound. Peace out. Good night, everybody. Bye.
Thank you for watching the infamous Sylvia channel, where laughter and fun make up our panel. Together we build this digital spree. We appreciate you and our growing family. With mods by our side and chat flowing free in this online space. It's just you and me. We laugh until tears roll down like the rain. In this virtual world, you ease all my pains. We're family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We cherish the moments, the highs and lows, from the latest gossip to stories untold. You're more than a viewer, you're part of the crew in this space of ours. It's all because of you. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign, enjoys what we'll gain. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mars in check, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mars in check, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. This digital world where emotion is shared. Every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign and joy's what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mars in check, keeping the vibe